I enjoy taking myself out of my comfort zone because you need to get knocked down hard to really see what you're made of. If you're operating at a super high level, there are going to be times where you make mistakes. What's important is how you're going to bounce back. Jimmy Spithill, skipper, Oracle Team USA. Where I grew up, just to get to the shops or the mainland, we had to get into a boat. It just became so natural to be on the water that when we weren't on the water, that almost felt unnatural. When I got to really primary school, I started to get the competitive edge. Whatever the frustration may have been at school, it was a way to sort of get that out of you. But then I really started to enjoy the team dynamic. The bigger the team, the harder it is to get the result and get that coordination and cohesion. Then there's always something that you can't encounter. It always comes during a competition or a race moment that's very hard to train for. And then you get to see how are you going to react in that moment? How are your teammates going to react? For it to all come together at the right moment, when you finally cross the finish line and you see your team members, all your teammates who put in thousands of hours, that feeling it's so hard to describe, but it's very, very addictive. I joke about it with Tom Slingsby. The fact is, you grow up with red hair, you are going to be boxing at some stage in your life, and probably pretty early on. The thing I love about boxing is that it doesn't matter how much money your parents have got, it doesn't matter what colour your hair is, your skin. Once that bell goes off, nothing else matters except how hard someone has worked and how much that person wants it. I'd say the lowest moment would be capsizing boat 1. Engineer's boat, we will spend thousands of hours, blood, sweat and tears into this boat, and there it is right in front of you, completely breaking up and destroying itself. One of the highlights, and I'll never ever forget this, was Larry calling me the next day. You know, obviously I was depressed, it was setting in a bit, and you know, straight off the bat, when I was speaking to him, I said, hey look, my hand's up, I'm completely responsible for what happened. And straight away he said, hey listen, I don't want to hear that from you. You know, I know what you're doing's on the edge. Champion teams face adversity and champion teams come back. He was right, he was bang on the money. And sure enough, the rest of the team just swung into action, and here we are today. We've got 2 boats, 2 wings, and race ready to go.